Hello and welcome back. Dual spoilers tease that a desperate Paulina turns to her niece Lani for help with her wayward daughter, Chanel, in an upcoming episode of Days of Our Lives. After Xander had made a scene in a couple of places in Salem, the most recent being Julie's place, his would-be best man Jack tried to leave him and take him home, but Xander was having none of it. Jack had to leave Xander to handle his own family crises, and Xander sat on a bench in Hortontown Square, totally out of it, which is where Chanel encountered him. By the next morning, she had all her problems solved, although Xander were just the beginning. He woke up in bed beside Chanel in a red negligee, and he was naked except for his kilt. And she had Sarah's engagement ring on her finger. She said they had gotten married overnight, and he didn't remember any of it. One has to wonder if it was real or if she's scamming him. Salem, Illinois is no Las Vegas. Days of Our Lives viewers probably know that saying that you can't con a con, but actually you can pretty easily if he's drunk as a skunk. Days of Our Lives viewers will recall from previous episodes how Chanel was kicked out and told to get a job after failing to convince Theo to take her back with him to South Africa. Came across Xander. Xander has been on a constant straight drunk ever since Kristen fooled him into thinking his fiancée Sarah left town with her ex-husband Rex. Kicking the little bird out of the nest to fly on her own doesn't work too well when she hasn't had an example of how to get a job or means to support herself and get on by with money instead of credit cards, which Paulina had canceled. Now that Chanel has married Xander, or at least she says she has, he doesn't really know for sure. She will likely milk him for what the money he has and discard him just like she did Theo in South Africa. Theo has told the tale of Eli and Lani. In Days of Our Lives, viewers will recall that Paulina noted how good of a mother Lani was, as she watched her take care of her little babies. Even though Lani's daughter is much younger than Paulina's, she will ask her for help with how to handle her wayward daughter. Days of Our Lives viewers will also recall from more recent episodes how Paulina admitted she didn't raise her daughter right. She gave her everything she wanted, but as a result, she turned out to be an entitled, spoiled brat. How can she reverse that process? Lani will say there isn't much one can do to change what has happened in the past, or even to make up for it. Lani tells her the process of preparing Chanel to be self-sufficient should have started while she was still at home. But in the meantime, she and Eli can do something. They can check their records and see if Chanel really did marry Xander, or if that was a con job too. If it was, Xander needs to know, and then Chanel will lose her sugar daddy, and she'll have to come home to a not-so-sugary mama because she won't have any choice. Thanks for watching, goodbye, and see you again.